Sixth graders, let's go ahead and work this homework. Number 12 here's, I guess I got the even ones today. It says shade each model to represent percent, 14%. Well, let's see how many there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 100 of these. So 14%, no doubt, is going to be, well, that's going to be 14 of these, right? So if I was going to shade these in, let's just use the highlighter here, and that would make all of these, and it would also make 4 of these. There we go. Let's go to number 14 now. If AB represents 50%, what is the length of a line that is 100%? Well, I can go ahead and solve this pretty easy. Remember, we're going to cross multiply, and I've got 3, right? And it says, what is the length of the line of, meaning, remember, it's always is over of. So this is going to be 3 over a number, and then 50% will be on top out of 100%. That means we're looking for x. So if we solve this, we got 3 times 100, that's 300. Has to equal 50x. Remember, when I have a number next to a letter, I got to divide that number away. Whatever I divide from one side, I divide from another. We can get rid of this last zero. Remember, if I got 300 over 50, that's dividing 300 by 50. Now I got 30 divided by 5, and that's going to give me 6. So my answer is 6. All right? 6, since it's 3 inches, this has to be 6 inches. Okay? I don't know why I put a 6 equals 6. It should be an X on this side. My apologies for that. And so it'd be 6 inches. All right, let's look at number 16. Your friend shows your coin collection. In it, 45 out of 50 of the coins are quarters. 1% of the coins are quarters. Again, we've got to use our cross multiplication. We have 45 over 50. We're looking for what percent. And remember, when we cross multiply, the percent always has 100% of the bottom. So we're looking for x on top. So this is going to be 45 times 100, and that has to equal 50x. Well, 45 times 100, there's no secret there, 4,500. That equals 50x. I need to get 50 away from x, so I'll divide it away. Whatever I divide from one side, I divide from the other. Remember our rule, since you're both ending zeros, I can cross that 0 out. Now I have 450 divided by 5. I know 45 divided by 5 is 9, so 450 divided by 9, or 5, excuse me, is 90. So that's going to be 90 equals x. So, since we were talking about percent, this is 90%. All right? All right, now we got number 18. It says a basketball player made 63 out of 100 attempts free throw. What percent of free throws did the basketball player make? This one's pretty easy. 63 out of 100 tells you right there. We could do cross multiplications and just say 63 and then put 100% with x over it. But you could also, because it is 100%, just say 63 divided by 100, and you're going to get 0.63 when you, I'm just showing you here, 0.63 is what you'll get when you take 63 divided by 100. And when you move the decimal over twice, that'd be 63%. Even when you cross multiply, you got 63 times 100. And then that equals 100x. Well, 63 times 100, 6,300. And when I divide the 100 away from x, I have to divide it from the 6,300. We get rid of both those zeros at the end of our numbers, and 63 divided by 1, like I said, 63 is x, which means 63%, because this is our percent fraction. All right? All right, let's go to number 20. Number 20 and 21 use the line segment, it says. So it says, what percent of the line segment is 6 inches? Well, there's 6 inches out of 6 inches. That's a pretty easy one to do, because 6 out of 6, right? That 6 divided by 6 equals 1. Then we move the decimal over. That's 100%. What if I wanted to use the cross multiplication method? It's still going to come out the same, because when I multiply this to something over 100, and I look for what percent, this is going to give me 6 times 100 equals 6x. This gives me 600 equals 6x. And when I divide 6 away from x to isolate x, that's 600 divided by x. Take the 6 out, leaves 1, so that's 100%. Okay, equals x. All right, let's go to number 22. Kyle solved 18 of 24 puzzles. That's 18 out of 24. He says that he can use an equation, an equivalent fraction, to find the percent of puzzles in the book that he solved. Well, if I was going to make, let's see, he says he can use an equivalent fraction, an equivalent to 11 over 24. Okay. We could divide both of these by a number to get an equivalent number. Both of these are divisible by 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3. 24 divided by 6 is 4. So this is 3/4. What percent would it be? Well, 3 divided by 4. If I take 3 and divide it by 4, I see that I have to put my decimal here. That's going to go into it. This would be 28 times, that'd be 7, right? 2 left over, so when I put the 0 here, 4 goes into it 5 times, and that's 0.75. When I move that decimal over 2 spaces, it turns to 75%. All right, number 24 now says, according to a survey of workers, and you know what, I'm going to go back to this just for a second, just because I did come up with an equivalent fraction, but if people wanted, could you use the cross multiplication? Of course you could. Let me demonstrate that really quick. If I had 3/4 over here, and I wanted to find out what it was for 100%, this would be 3 times 100, which would be 300, and 4x. Right, 4 times x, I would divide 4 away, and 300 divided by 4 is 75. So it'd be 75%, since this percent, or this fraction is the percent fraction. Now back to 24. According to the survey of workers, 2/20 of the workers walk to work, 1/20th bike, 4/20ths carpool, 13/20th drive alone. What percent of the workers walk or bike to work? Well, we said 2 out of 20 of the workers walk to work, and that's one of the things, walking, right? So we got 2 out of 20. And then it says, or bike, and 1/20th bike, so that's plus 1/20th. So this would be 1 plus 2, that's 3 over 20. I'm going to add them together since it says what percent. Could be either one, right? What percent of workers walk or bike? Well, actually, this is it's kind of tricky. I would say it was 3 out of 20, which because it could be or. So this would give me 3 divided by 20. A decimal go here. That'll give me 1. That'll leave me 10 left over. Of course, I add another 0. 20 goes in that 5 times. So this is going to be 0.15. 0.15, I'm going to put it to percent will be 15%. Okay, and if they really want to get picky, let's see, 2 over 20 would really be 1/10, so 10% would be for walkers. And let's see, 1 over 20, that's 5%, would be bikers. But 15%, if we said, for the both of them, all right? And that'll be it. I think that's all mine. Good luck. I hope that you have successful getting the rest of them, and I'll see you in class tomorrow to grade them. Have a good night.